Turkey's president has declared he is in control of the country after an attempted military coup began late Friday. The prime minister says 161 people died in overnight clashes and nearly 3,000 detained. These images broadcast around the world show dozens of soldiers walking among tanks with their hands up, surrendering to government forces. NBC's Lucy Kafanov is following the developments from our London bureau. And Lucy, tell us about the situation on the ground right now.
Good morning, Francis. Now, I've been working my sources all night, all morning. I can tell you right now, the streets are calm, eerily deserted in parts of Istanbul. Nothing at all like the mayhem and chaos that we saw through the night with those tanks, the army, demonstrators out in the streets. I was on the phone with friends of mine overnight, and we kept hearing the sound of gunfire, the overwhelming roar of military jets drowning out effectively our conversations. Mosques were blasting messages through the loudspeakers overnight, calling on supporters of Erdogan to take to the streets. And we saw that incredible footage, Francis, of Erdogan addressing the media on FaceTime. The Turkish prime minister, the Turkish president now claiming to be back in control, as you said. Prime Minister Binali Yildirim this morning describing that coup attempt as a, quote, dark stain on Turkish democracy, vowing that those responsible will pay a heavy price for their treason. Heavy words there. Now, people I've spoken to in Turkey were stunned by this, terrified, really. Nobody saw this coming, Francis. Turkey, obviously no stranger to coups. The military has toppled 4 civilian governments in 6 decades. But Erdogan was very much seen as having brought the military under his control. He had appointed senior commanders who were loyal to him, purging the higher ranks of people he thought were a threat. Now, we don't yet know the full scale of the coup, although a statement from the military last night said that they were acting to restore democracy and human rights. Mr. Erdogan, who's been in power for nearly 14 years now, has been accused of taking on a sort of authoritarian streak, of subverting the judiciary, jailing critics, shutting down newspapers. He's been dogged by corruption allegations. A very divisive figure who's been adored by his supporters, who tend to be more religious, more conservatives, and also reviled by his opponents. So there's almost no in between there. And so the danger that we have here is, even though this coup appears to have been contained, you have a very divided public. Erdogan this afternoon reportedly, according to Turkish media, calling on through SMS for people to take to the streets again this evening in a show of strength. Turkey, Francis, obviously a key NATO ally in the fight against ISIS, host to more than 2,000 American soldiers. So containing these emotions and these divisions will be critical, not just for the stability of the country, but of the region. Francis?
We know that President Erdogan called for people to take to the streets via FaceTime. He wasn't in the country at the time, but hours later he was able to fly back to Istanbul. Where is he right now? Is he still at the airport where he landed early this morning?
Right. He's apparently left the airport in the past hour. He was. We've heard reports that he was hiding in the lounge, the VIP lounge there overnight. But again, just to emphasize the bizarre images that we saw, this is very much a 21st century coup. Never before in the history, I think, of these kinds of events have we seen a sitting president speaking to the nation via FaceTime. It really shows sort of the impact that new technology and new media has in bypassing what would be traditionally broadcast images that would have been controlled by the military. And here we saw this bypass through those, again, those really stunning videos of Erdogan using FaceTime to communicate with the people. But as I mentioned, it wasn't just that. We saw mosques, again, broadcasting messages, calling on people to take to the streets in parts of the country. And that leads to sort of the religious versus secular divide, which is also an issue in the country. The military, traditionally seen as a secular defender of secular values, Erdogan more of an Islamist, and so those are other additional divisions that this country is going to have to grapple with, Francis.
This, as we heard from the president after that FaceTime and that televised address, saying that the people responsible, they were blaming it on a minority within the military. NBC's Lucy Kafanov, thank you so much for the update.